Good afternoon. I'll call to order the August 27th meeting of the Oklahoma City Riverfront Redevelopment Authority. First item, I think, is item from Chairman, and I don't have anything. We have minutes from the July 30 meeting. Do we have any changes or corrections? We have a motion and a second. Cast your vote. And that passes. Item 4 is the consent docket. We have an oil and gas revenue report and an Oklahoma River corridor events update. Do we have any questions on either one of those? Need a motion? Cast your vote. That passes. Item 5 is the primary agenda items. Item A is a river project summary.
Good afternoon, Joe Shumway, Oklahoma City Public Works. Currently in the Eastern Basin, we have the maps for pedestrian bridge and the First American Museum's riverboat landing active and under construction. On August 17th, we had a strong power surge at the May Dam. This damaged several components, but due to some of the redundancy in the system, our SCADA contractor was able to get the boat lock usable so that the Devon cruisers could continue operations. And then on August 11th, we also had a pretty heavy rainfall event that provided quite a bit of debris. We're currently still putting efforts into cleaning that up. And in the month of July, our crews had actually removed 120 cubic yards of material.
Any questions? Thank you. Need a motion to accept that report? Cast your vote. And that passes. Item B is an update from Epic Paintball Park LLC on preliminary activities related to the proposed construction and operation of a recreational paintball facility.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Randall Coles, owner and operator of Epic Paintball Park. We've been in business for, 8 to 10 years, depending on when we started it versus when we opened. We're going to be moving to 8700 Northwest 10th Street. We've already started a little bit of the move already, but we plan on being fully over there approximately this next summer. And we'll be actually moving facilities, not running two facilities. So that's the plan currently. One thing we are looking at doing, a person that runs part of my paintball field, he's looking to maybe purchase it. He owns On the Fence fencing company, but he also is our speedball coach and runs that whole side of the business. Does that make sense? But he's looking to possibly purchase it for about $300,000. So I was like, that sounds pretty good. But he is looking at taking over all the IP, moving everything over there just as planned, all the tree work, stuff like that. So, and it won't be a bad thing because obviously, he's got a multi-million-dollar business that he's running that will help back it too. But that hasn't been finalized, but technically there wouldn't be too much of a change. Do you guys have any questions that I need to answer?
Probably a question from me to Jared. On his lease, would that transfer to a new owner if it still remained Epic Paintball, or would it have to come before the trust?
Have to come back before the trust.
Yeah.
Right. Well, but he'd be getting the name and email, all the emails and website and everything. That way, we keep the attendance up, the revenue up, things like that. Because if you start changing a bunch of stuff, people get a little skittish. Does that make sense? But I can if that does happen, I can let him know that he needs to re-register with you guys. That won't be an issue.
Okay. All right. Any questions?
That was the question I was going to ask, so.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
We don't need to vote on that, do we? Okay, item C is the Riverfront Redevelopment Authority schedule of cash receipts and disbursements for the period ending June 30. Need a motion? Cast your votes. That passes. Item D is the first renewal of an agreement with Steve Allen for hay cultivation on Riverfront property near Sooner Road between 23rd and 36th. Steve Allen's been doing this for a long time. We do it, I think, 3 years at a time, and so this would be the second year on his most current one. Anybody have any questions? Motion? Cast your vote. And that passes. Item E is a resolution authorizing the Riversport Foundation to offer limited event-specific camping within a designated area of the Boathouse District for a vendor trade show, September 3 through 6. This is something, camping, this is not necessarily a rowing event, but it is camping on site. It's something that they've done before, and all the same rules apply, I assume, and requirements for them, so. Unless there's questions, I'd take a motion. Cast your vote. Yep. That passes. Item F is the annual Oklahoma River firework permit with Riversport Foundation. Again, this is an annual fireworks authorization we give Riversport. They still have to get fireworks permits from the city fire marshal and follow all those rules, but they don't have to come here each time. Something we've done like the past few years. Any questions? Yes, motion. Cast your vote. And that passes. Item G is a limited revocable rowing and paddle practice use permit with the Riversport Foundation for part of the Eastern Basin, October 1, 24 through September 30, 25. Again, this is a yearly permit that we give them for their rowing practices down there. Need a motion? Cast your vote. And that passes. Item H is a revocable permit with the Riversport Foundation for the Oklahoma Regatta Festival and Head of Oklahoma, October 4 through 6. Again, another event that they hold yearly. Need a motion? And that passes. Item 6 is the claims docket. Any questions? Cast your vote. It passes. Item 7 is comments from staff. You have the director's report.
Good afternoon, everybody. Melinda McMillan Miller, Parks and Recreation Director. You'll see it was a very busy month of August, and we're not even quite done yet. I was talking to David a moment ago about we're having some issues with securing the wetlands down off of Walker Avenue and the river. So we're trying some different measures there. Some signage will get put up and possibly replacing that gate with a much heavier locking mechanism, including the gate itself. It's just we're having some issues keeping it locked and secured. So anyway, more to come on that for you as we get that area more secure, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have about the report in front of you.
On the first bullet point, the development of single and multifamily property
Yes.
west of Portland, What do we know about that
We don't know much. We just know we were notified about the development just because it's in proximity to the Okra Trust properties. But being there at the corner of Portland and Southwest 15th Street, it's new to have housing that close to the river. Really, north of 15th Street is pretty unusual for us. We know it's everything from 1 to 3 bedroom units that are what will be built there. It looks kind of like a little tiny village on the renderings and drawings. So
I know years ago we had the mayor from Louisville come to Oklahoma City. Mick Cornett was still the mayor at the time, and we took him on a tour of the city. And that night I asked him, I said, you know, what do you think we should do next? And he says, I don't need to tell you what to do next. I know what's going to happen next. And people are going to start building down on the river, and your young people will move there. And so
yeah,
maybe that's coming to.
it's coming. That's right. It is.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Need a motion to accept her report? Cast your vote. It passes. Any comments from trustees? Any citizens? Those that are left in the room. We are adjourned.